Hello YouTube fans, it is I, your local Scottish Trekkie, coming live for you for this other Star Trek official Starships review. And before I get started, I just wanted to apologise to say that I'm a little bit under the weather. I've been off work for the last 2 days, being unwell. We are caught an itchy throat and cough. So if you guys hear if I cough during the review, I apologise. I've got some refreshment water with me just today, I guess, to be on the safe side. Sorry about that, guys. But what I'm here for tonight is I'm going to be doing an official Starships collection review, and tonight I'm going to be doing this one, the USS Defiant NCC-1764 Special Glow in the Dark issue. And once I've done the magazine, we'll get through the Starship itself. More on the Starship in a little while. Let's get into the review. So what I'll do with this one is I'll just do like what I do with the rest of the Star Trek stuff. Read the contents and specifications. So the contents is the USS Defiant itself, NCC-1764, writing the Florian web, recreating the classic sets, and on screen. So the Starship like that. So I'll get into the specification. So the specification is registry is NCC 1764. Its class is Constitution. It was lost 2268, and its length is 289 meters. Its dex is 23, and weaponry is phasers and photon torpedoes. And we have some pictures of the ship down below, as like all Star Trek starships. I'll show you the wee free images at the bottom. And then we have an awesome image of the ship, all glowed in the dark, all glowing up. So you have the USS Defiant was a Constitution class vessel that was lost in 2268 when it was exploring an unstable area of space. It was pulled out of its phase with the normal universe and eventually disappeared. And the USS Defiant was operated by Starfleet in the mid-21st century. It was built and launched from the Tranquility Base on Luna. It was a heavy-duty cruiser, and it was primarily used for deep space exploration. But its mission parameters also included patrolling the borders of Federation space, supplying and supporting Federation colonies and outposts, making first contact with new species and performing diplomatic duties. So the USS Enterprise was sent to investigate whereabouts the Defiant was, but the Enterprise couldn't. It did see the ship, but it was phasing in and out of its time. As you can see here, there's the Enterprise and there's the Defiant. And it was found that 3 weeks after Starfleet lost contact, the ship could be seen with a naked eye, but according to sensors, it wasn't there. And we see the Defiant again in the episode of Star Trek Enterprise, in a Mirror Darkly, I think it's called, two-parter. And there's the Defiant, Empress Hoshi, Sato, and Jonathan Archer. And then you see the images up here from the original TV series as well. So with the Defiant in orbit around Earth, Sato proclaimed herself as Empress and demanded that the Terran forces submit to her. And then we get to see the original series crew. So you see Kirk starting to fade away with the Defiant. And then you see Spock and Jim on the bridge. And then inside the Florian web, So then we see the Folians. The Folians here on the bridge of the Enterprise. So the Folians were one of the most truly alien races seen on the original series. Burns says they were a silicon-based life form with crystalline bodies. During production, they were given a strange, high-pitched voice, and instead of a humanoid face, we all saw was a stranger shape. And then we see recreating the sets for the Enterprise episode, Mirror Darkly. And there they are there. The Enterprise crew on board the original series Enterprise bridge, but it is used for the Defiant. So the art department put an enormous amount of effort into recreating graphics around the bridge, and even the lights flashed in the light sequence. So then we also see the Defiant's plaque as well, and the hallways of the Defiant as well, and Archer sitting in the Defiant's captain's chair. And you also see the captain's ready room, the captain's quarters, and you see Trip on as well. We're also rebuilt as well. Sorry, it's not Trip. It's not Trip. Sorry, that's my bad. It's this an Enterprise officer, security officer from the Tenet that timeline. And a Mirror Darkly wasn't just about recreating sets, it was also good to see a new part of the Constitution class that had never been visited in the original series. Larger horizontal Jeffrey tubes that ran above the main corridors. Drexler was delighted with the result. The horizontal tubes were first, and they fit beautifully into the Jeffries, authentic as the design and colours were right on the money. And then we get to see the Constitution class starship schematics. I love this page where you get to see everything all labelled. So what I'll do is I'll bring it a wee bit closer and you can see it for yourselves. So you've got stellar tachography, you've got the turbo lift, the turbo shift, the impulse deck, main bridge, forward phasers, crew quarters, sick bay, cargo bays, planetary perimeter sensor dome, deflector, cargo bays, work core, main engineering, hangar deck, aft phasers, small craft ops, power transwarp conduits, work coils, and the field emitter. Everything's all there. It's really cool. Doug Drexler produced a detailed schematic showing the interior layout of the Defiant. The work was done quickly, but Drexler took a lot of care to make sure it was logical and consistent. Much of the information that can be found in it had never been really confirmed before. So then we get the on-screen section. So it was first seen in the Folian Web, and then its last appearance was in A Mirror Darkly, Part 2, and it was designed by Matt Jeffries. And then we get a little bit of trivia. So the USS Defiant was one of 8 Constitution-class starships that we saw during the original series. It was never officially stated on screen, but they are generally accepted to be only 12 of them. The Defiant was the 4th one to lose its entire crew. The ultimate computer, the Flame 5, destroys the USS Excalibur in the Omega Glory, and the Exeter's crew were wiped out by a virus in the Doomsday Machine. Matt Decker beamed the crew, the Constellation, down to a planet, and it was completely destroyed by the planet killer. We didn't see it, but Star Trek Encyclopedia states that the USS Intrepid, which also was destroyed in Immunity Syndrome, was also a Constitution-class starship. So that's the magazine, guys and boys and girls, and you get the Defiant pointing up, and StarTrek on the top. Let's get into the ship itself, shall we? And here she is. Constitution class, USS Defiant, NCC-1764. I love these old TOS starships. It's even got everything all correct. So it's even got the wee white dome, the TOS registry styles numbers on the side, the yellow spot circle and all that to be on the secondary hull. You've also got the if I shine a light onto it for a while, hopefully it glows, but I doubt it. Because it is meant to with a no see it. I'll have to turn the light out, but I thought I'd give it a try. I might do another video sometime with the lights off and I like to see it all lit up or glowing. But now I'll just do a video review. And yeah, so you get all the in this one you get like little bits of white to show windows and black as well. And then on the upper side you get the pylons, you get the back bits like the Enterprise and the dome bits, the circular pads as well, and the impulse drive at the back. So yeah, that's my take on the USS Defiant, NCC 1764, and I'd love to see what you guys think. You guys write in the comments below, and if you like what I've done today, please like, share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell at the top as well, and to see some more reviews from myself. And I'll catch you in the next video, which will probably be another Discovery one. And please give me the support, guys, and hopefully hit 40. I'm about there so far. I'm about 50. I won't hit 50, but I'm about to hit 40. So if you guys can show the likes and support, that'll be amazing. And I will see you in the next video. I am your local Scottish Trekkie, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Bye guys.